also got from working with TrueLark was another real bottleneck in any customer service business, brick and mortar, where there's busier times and there's less busy times. And we have a front desk concierge position that, they are first and foremost, are the first point of our client experience from a human perspective. Obviously, branding and logos and signage and websites and all that kind of stuff is pre-service, but when they come in, the first human experience is the concierge. And they're also assisting the nail specialists and helping kind of quarterback the show and making sure everything runs smoothly in the studio, because they are busy and it's high energy, and it's like, it's like the lunch rush or the dinner rush in a restaurant. Everybody's charged up and everybody's chipping in. Many hands make light work. And and what doesn't go well with that is when you're talking to a person, face to face, is the phone ringing and not getting picked up, or worse, you stop a conversation with a real live person to pick up the phone. And so that's where TrueLark, really, really came through, because that eased the burden on that concierge position, whether there's one or two up there. And so that was a huge load lifted from our people in the studio, to know that incoming communications are going to be handled in a professional way, and not just like an answering service, but they're actually going to answer questions. It's going to get the right solution. It's actually going to book the appointment, goes right into our point of sale. So that was a huge load lifted from that concierge position. It makes, and it's also never taken a sick day. It's never, it's always there, right? So, one of the benefits of technology. So it's always there. Yeah, it can look and, and tell exactly what that client is looking for. So I remember the first time I actually used it from a consumer perspective. Of course, I'm sure I'm just like everybody else, like testing it out a little bit, give it a little bit more difficult questions. And I'm like, I cannot believe there's not someone that's in my company answering those questions, because it was truly impressive. So, yeah. So it's just been a load lifted, and, working with Tappan mostly is who I interface with, and Srivatsan, and, it's just been a pleasure. They've been great partners. We have some vendors, they're just vendors, right? And that's just the way it is. And then we have partner vendors, and that's who we'd like to have for all of our positions, right? But we really feel like TrueLark partners with us, and I'm sure they do with all their other clients as well. It is. So, to have that as part of their system right from the get-go is going to be a game changer. It just speeds everything up. And, our goal is to make it really easy to do business in our studios. And we're a no risk prospect. If someone doesn't like what they get, they can come back and get it redone. We just want to be no risk and super easy to work with. So in our business, part of that is, the appointment setting process and getting some basic questions answered. And if we can do that through technology and AI, then that's a no-brainer. Yeah. You can always get more money. You just can't get more time, right? If it's hard to book, or if it's, to be honest, if it sounds like a robot making or if it sounds like a robot you're interacting with, it's not going to go well. That's not our voice. Even in our marketing, we have, I think, 27 different communications going out, depending on what service somebody's had and when they're due for another service, and, recommendations. And, we invest a lot of time and money into making sure that those come through with our voice, which is, professional, friendly, fun. And if that wasn't the case with our appointment setting thing, which is the first thing people are going to interact with, or maybe the second after the website, we couldn't use it. But as I said, when I first tried it out, if you want your company to seem really smart, TrueLark does it for you.